toward Robyn. She never did anything to Christine but be kind to her. There's a character issue.
When Christine Brown looked into the camera and admitted, "I can't believe I finally had the courage to write what I did," it sent shockwaves through the Sister Wives universe. That single line wasn't just a teaser, it was a warning. A storm is coming, and it has the power to completely dismantle everything Kody Brown and Robyn have tried to build. Christine's upcoming memoir is no ordinary book. It's a ticking time bomb. For years, fans thought the drama peaked when 3 wives walked away from Kody, but Christine's words make it clear. The real story hasn't even begun yet. After nearly 2 decades of holding her tongue, she's preparing to expose truths so dangerous they could obliterate the last standing marriage Kody has left. Think about the weight of her statement. For 17 long years, Christine lived inside a house of secrets, watching in silence while the public was fed a carefully polished version of reality. Now, for the first time, she has the courage to pull back the curtain. And whispers are already flying that her words will scorch Robyn Brown, the wife who many viewers believe orchestrated her way into becoming Kody's one and only partner. Christine wasn't a bystander. She lived it all. She was there the moment Robyn entered as wife number 4, saw the subtle yet brutal shift in family dynamics, and watched as Kody's energy, money, and attention mysteriously funneled in only one direction. For years, Christine played along, protecting the family's image, swallowing her truth. But the act is over. And now, Robyn's carefully constructed fairy tale may be seconds away from collapse. The timing couldn't be more brutal for Kody. Christine's memoir, Sister Wife, drops in September, perfectly aligning with Kody's ill-fated appearance on Special Forces Season 4. One woman is stepping into her power and exposing decades of secrets, while the other is making a fool of himself on national television. The contrast alone could dismantle the Brown family empire. And if the rumors are true, Robyn Brown's world is about to be turned upside down in ways she can't even prepare for. Christine herself couldn't contain her excitement, reminding fans that the book is already available for pre-order. But this isn't just marketing hype. Christine has already given the world a taste of what's to come. We all remember the audio snippet she shared while recording the audiobook, her voice dripping with sarcasm as she recounted Kody running off to check on Robyn during Christine's own labor. That was only the appetizer. If insiders are correct, the main course is going to be devastating. For nearly 20 years, Christine stayed silent while she allegedly watched Robyn manipulate situations, gather resources for herself, and steadily push the other wives out of Kody's heart. Now, she's speaking, and she isn't holding back. Her courage isn't about writing just another reality TV memoir. It's about finally putting an end to protecting Robyn's reputation at the cost of her own truth. And here's the game changer. Christine has nothing left to lose. She's free. She's left Kody, she's moved to Utah, she's built a life with David Woolley, and she's found genuine happiness. Meanwhile, Robyn is left clinging desperately to a marriage that Christine's words may shatter. That's what makes this memoir so dangerous. Christine holds all the cards, and Robyn has nowhere to hide. So why exactly could this book be the death blow to Kody and Robyn's marriage? Because Christine wasn't just another wife in the lineup. She was the peacekeeper. She was the one who repeatedly sacrificed her pride to hold the family together. She saw every fight, every private conversation, every moment where Robyn allegedly bent situations in her favor when the cameras weren't rolling. And fans know one universal truth about reality television: the juiciest drama never makes it to air. Christine, however, was in the room for all of it. She saw how a newcomer wife, against all odds, positioned herself as the favorite almost overnight. She watched Kody's priorities shift as Robyn's influence grew. And she noticed every time Robyn painted herself as the victim while allegedly walking away with exactly what she wanted. Now, for the first time, Christine is ready to tell her side. Her memoir isn't just about her escape from polygamy, it's about exposing the blueprints of manipulation that viewers never saw. Rumors suggest she lays out the tactics, the emotional chess moves, and the financial maneuvers that allowed Robyn to seize control of the entire family structure. If those whispers are true, Robyn's entire image as the innocent, spiritual newcomer crumbles into dust. The Brown family story has always been built on one particular narrative. Robyn was the pure-hearted one, the spiritual match, the woman who truly understood Kody's vision. She was presented as the victim of circumstance, the one who wanted nothing more than to blend into the family. But what happens when Christine reveals this narrative may have been a meticulously crafted lie? If Christine shows that Robyn was allegedly the architect of the other wives' suffering, then the foundation of Kody and Robyn's relationship cracks wide open. And here's the cruel truth. Marriages built on false narratives rarely survive the truth. What happens when Kody, a man whose ego has always been tied to control, realizes that his so-called loyal partner may have been manipulating him all along? How does a marriage survive when its base is exposed as fraud? Whispers suggest Christine's book contains specific examples, incidents, and receipts that Robyn will never be able to explain away. If that's true, then the family's final chapter is about to be written, and it won't be pretty. But perhaps the most explosive revelation waiting in Christine's memoir revolves around money. Because if there's one question that has haunted Sister Wives fans for years, it's this: where did all the She allegedly has receipts that could destroy everything. We remember the heartbreaking moments when Christine was drowning in medical bills. Isabel needed scoliosis surgery, and Christine was left to find solutions, while Kody allegedly worried more about his image than his daughter's health. Later, Truly faced a terrifying kidney crisis that nearly cost her life, and Christine again carried the weight. And all the while, Kody was cruising in a convertible Mercedes, and Robyn was filling her mansion with expensive furniture, cruise ship artwork, and creepy doll collections. Insiders claim Christine's book lays bare the truth of how finances were handled, and the picture is nothing like the equal distribution fans were told about. While Christine scrambled to save her children's lives and Janelle struggled to keep her kids afloat, and Mary quietly supported herself, Robyn allegedly received everything she asked for: new houses, endless furniture, nanny services, and luxuries the others could only dream of. For years, the math never made sense. But Christine may finally be showing the work. Her words already hint at what's coming. I dug real deep, and there are some secrets and some nitty-gritty stuff. And according to Whispers, those secrets go beyond unfair finances. Allegedly, she exposes who was really calling the shots behind the scenes. Was Kody truly the decision maker, or was he being influenced by a wife who perfected the art of getting her way while making it look like everyone else's fault? If Christine really has proof of a financial manipulation scheme that ran for years, then this isn't just a memoir. It's a wrecking ball aimed directly at Kody and Robyn's marriage.
It's a problem with the man. You know it. You know it's a problem with the man. And when you see families where the guy loses all the wives, you're like, yeah, that's him.
What if Kody wakes up one day and realizes that the financial decisions he thought were his own were actually shaped by someone else's hidden agenda? That kind of revelation doesn't just sting. It destroys trust, marriages, and entire families. And this is exactly why Christine's book could be a nuclear bomb dropped right in the middle of Kody and Robyn's so-called perfect life. Remember that throwaway line Kody dropped during the season 19 tell-all? He said money and intimacy were sacred cows the family never discussed publicly. Well, honey, if the rumors are true, Christine just turned those sacred cows into ground beef. Let's start with the intimacy bombs. Christine isn't holding back when it comes to exposing the bedroom politics that ripped this family apart. We've already heard that shady audio snippet where she mocked Kody for running to Robyn's side during Christine's labor. But sources claim that was just the tip of the iceberg. Christine allegedly spent years watching how Kody's rotation schedule mysteriously favored one household while the other wives were left fighting for scraps of attention. And now, in her book, she's ready to put all those secrets into print. Even more devastating? Insiders whisper Christine exposes the manipulation behind it all, how Robyn allegedly faked emergencies and played the poor me card to make sure Kody's romantic attention stayed glued to her doorstep. And honey, if that wasn't bad enough, word on the street is Christine goes scorched earth on Kody's performance itself. Think back to when Brittany Cartwright gave her ex a humiliating 2 out of 10 bedroom rating on live TV. Imagine Christine doing something similar, only this time about Kody Brown. For a man with an ego the size of Utah, there's nothing more soul-crushing than having your ex call you out in print for being a disappointment in bed. But the money section? That's where Christine allegedly swings the final hammer. This woman was there from the very beginning, building the Brown brand, hustling to keep businesses alive, and pushing the show into success. And yet, she claims she watched the rewards of all that labor flow into one household, Robyn's, while everyone else was left counting pennies. She supposedly endured watching her own children struggle through medical crises while Kody cruised around in a flashy Mercedes, and Robyn filled her mansion with cruise ship art and creepy doll collections. And the timing couldn't be worse for Kody and Robyn, just when they thought they had finally pushed out the other wives and could bask. In their monogamous fantasy, Christine is allegedly ready to blow it all wide open. Financial manipulation, bedroom secrets, emotional games, every sacred cow slaughtered on the page. And the most brutal part? Christine wasn't some outsider guessing. She was inside that house, watching everything. For 17 years, she saw the whispered conversations, the crocodile tears, the carefully staged breakdowns Robyn allegedly used to keep Kody wrapped around her finger. Insiders claim Christine doesn't just describe what happened, she explains how it happened. Picture this. Detailed accounts of Robyn allegedly creating drama only to swoop in as the solution. Stories of her supposedly using her children as emotional leverage, pulling the sympathy card from her past marriage, and justifying demands as spiritual guidance. And if that wasn't enough, sources say Christine lays out a timeline showing exactly how Robyn's alleged manipulation escalated, starting with small requests, then building into full-scale control until she had transformed from fourth wife to only wife in record time. And here's the real kicker. Christine's book doesn't just threaten Robyn's image, it threatens Kody's ego. Because if Christine proves that the great patriarch was actually being played like a fiddle, how does his marriage survive that humiliation? How does a man so obsessed with control handle the fact that the love story he thought was destiny might have been a carefully orchestrated scheme? But wait, there's more. Sources say Christine also takes a wrecking ball to the favoritism. That gutted this family. She doesn't just call it out, she allegedly gives receipts. Stories of how Robyn's kids got birthday parties, furniture, and endless attention, while the other wives' children were pushed aside. Christine allegedly reveals how Robyn positioned her kids as victims, making it look like they were mistreated, then using Kody's protective instincts to gain more resources, more attention, and more power. Imagine being Christine, watching your own children suffer through medical emergencies while another household lived like royalty. That's not just favoritism, that's systematic betrayal. And if Christine really has the receipts, insiders claim she does, then Robyn's innocent newcomer act is about to shatter forever. Imagine Kody opening Christine's book and reading line after line about how he was allegedly tricked into treating some of his children like priorities, while the rest were quietly pushed aside. Picture him realizing that the fatherly choices he thought came from his own heart were actually being influenced by a wife with her own secret agenda. And the most brutal twist? If Christine's claims are true, Robyn allegedly did all of this while painting herself as the poor, innocent victim, pretending she was just protecting her kids from a hostile environment that she may have created herself. But buckle up, because Christine's most shocking revelations might not be about money or intimacy at all. Sources whisper the real earthquake is her alleged tell-all on the sister-wife dynamics that fans never fully understood. For years, viewers thought Christine and Robyn's tension was about jealousy or personality clashes. But according to insiders, Christine's book will reveal it was something far darker, a calculated campaign of alleged psychological warfare designed to make coexistence impossible. Remember those awkward, icy moments on camera where Christine looked furious at Robyn for no clear reason? Well, allegedly, Christine's memoir will finally explain what was happening behind the scenes. Robyn supposedly using subtle tactics to isolate Christine, twist narratives, and make it look like Christine was the problem. Even the infamous kitchen wars now take on a whole new meaning. What seemed like simple squabbles over shared space might have actually been Robyn turning everyday tasks into battlegrounds, power plays meant to push the other wives out. And honey, if the rumors are accurate, the kitchen fights were only the beginning. Christine allegedly describes Robyn systematically undermining her connections, not just with Kody, but with the other wives too. Insiders claim the book details how Robyn played them against each other, planting seeds of mistrust until the entire plural marriage structure cracked under the weight of division. And the manipulation didn't stop there. Sources say Christine paints a chilling picture of Robyn gathering personal information, insecurities, fears, private struggles from one wife, then allegedly using it to elevate herself with Kody, positioning herself as more capable, more spiritual, and ultimately more deserving. We're talking about potential revelations of manufactured drama, incidents where Robyn allegedly stirred chaos only to swoop in as the peacemaker, making herself look angelic while painting everyone else as petty and problematic. And it gets uglier. Allegedly, Christine's timeline shows these tactics escalating over the years, starting with quiet undermining, then evolving into full-scale campaigns that drove the other wives out until Robyn was left standing as Kody's savior. If true, that would mean Robyn's so-called victory as the last wife wasn't destiny, it was strategy. But here's where it could completely destroy her marriage. Christine allegedly doesn't just describe the manipulation. She breaks down exactly how it worked on Kody himself. Imagine him reading detailed psychological profiles of how his supposed soulmate identified his weak spots, pushed his emotional buttons, and guided his choices while he believed he was the strong patriarch in charge. That kind of revelation doesn't just bruise a man's ego, it shatters his entire reality. And honey, if these whispers are even halfway true, Robyn is probably panicking right now. Think about it. For years, she's built her entire reputation on being the victim, the spiritual wife who just wanted to belong, unfairly attacked by jealous sister wives. But Christine is allegedly about to flip that narrative upside down with receipts, timestamps, and story after story that could prove Robyn wasn't the victim at all. She was the architect of everyone else's misery. Insiders claim Robyn has already been scrambling behind the scenes, reaching out to family members, digging for clues about what Christine may have written, and preparing her own damage control version of events. But here's the problem. How do you control a story when the other person has 17 years of firsthand experience and no reason to protect your image anymore? That's a losing battle. For years, Robyn controlled the storyline by staying married to Kody and playing the loyal wife while the others walked away. She framed her survival as proof of her purity and everyone else's selfishness. But if Christine's memoir really exposes this alleged web of manipulation, Robyn's carefully constructed, innocent act could crumble overnight. And the timing? Brutal. Christine's book is dropping right as Kody makes a fool of himself on Special Forces, Season 4. So while he's embarrassing himself on national TV, Christine could be dismantling their marriage in print. That's a double hit of public humiliation and private devastation. But here's the most fascinating part. Christine's book allegedly connects the dots. She doesn't just expose what Robyn did. She shows how those moves directly shaped the disasters we've all watched unfold. The Las Vegas move, the chaos in Flagstaff, the Coyote Pass nightmare, the alienation of the older children, the money struggles while one household lived lavishly. Christine may reveal they weren't random crises at all, but pieces of a much bigger puzzle of manipulation and control. And honey, that's what makes this story the ultimate revenge. Christine isn't bitter, broken, or desperate. She's already moved on, living her best life with David Woolley, building a new family in Utah, glowing with happiness she never found in polygamy. She's speaking from strength, from freedom, and with nothing left to lose. Meanwhile, Kody and Robyn are still stuck trying to hold together the fairy tale they allegedly built on lies and manipulation. The timing is poetic. Just as Kody and Robyn thought they had rewritten history, Christine is allegedly ready to drop the truth bomb of the century. If the rumors are accurate, this memoir could recast Robyn from the victim into the villain, Kody from the patriarch into the pawn, and the entire sister wives story from family drama into a shocking exposé of manipulation, favoritism, and betrayal. The whispers are loud now. Christine didn't hold back. She brought the receipts. And once this book drops, the Brown family landscape may never be the same again. So I'll leave it with this. Do you think Christine's book will finally shatter Kody and Robyn's marriage for good? And are you ready for the absolute chaos when these alleged secrets go public? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and subscribe because the next video is coming. And trust me, you won't want to miss it.